Hey, today we're going to be talking about the OSI model. So, let's change the size of this. The OSI model stands for Open Systems Interconnect. There is 7 layers to the OSI model. It was created back in the day to make a common way of defining how networks operate, because back in the day there were so many people who would create proprietary products which caused a lot of issues. So the 7 layers of the OSI model are as follows. Up at the top, we have the application layer. Below that, we have the presentation layer. Before that, we have the session layer. Before that, we have the transport layer. Before that, we have the network layer. Before that, we have the data link layer. And then, finally, we have the physical layer. Just give me a moment. I'm going to erase the stuff up here. Delete. When we are dealing with the OSI model, we commonly refer to these different layers in a numerical fashion. So the physical layer is layer 1. Data link layer is layer 2. Network layer is layer 3. Transport layer, even though that's really squished together, is layer 4. Session layer, layer 5. Presentation layer, layer 6. Application layer is layer 7. Commonly, when you're debugging networks, you will refer to issues based on the layer that they occur at. If you are dealing with wires, hubs, or just other physical issues, you will call that a layer 1 problem. If you're dealing with stuff at the data link layer, that is layer 2, commonly here you have things like switches, which are basically an advanced version of a hub. These allow you to do filtering, whereas a hub does not allow you to do that. No filter. Frowny face. Rawr. Maybe we should put a circle around that. Little teardrops. Because no filtering. The packets are all unfiltered. Anyways. Then we get to the network layer, where we are dealing with routers. There is also some layer 3 switches, but we're commonly dealing with routers at layer 3. Routers are what allow us to communicate with other networks. So, if you're having an issue with the router, you will commonly refer to that as a layer 3 problem. At these different layers, the data which we are dealing with, just remember, data as far as the DIKW pyramid is concerned, is raw facts, or numbers without any context. If we give them context, we of course move up to information. And then once we figure out what we're going to do, knowledge. Once we know what we're going to do in future situations, we got some wisdom. Anyways, so at the physical layer, what we're dealing with is raw data. What we are dealing with at the data link layer is a frame. What we're dealing with at the network layer is a packet. Of course, we keep going. 5, 6, and 7.